Now, battery swapping, it is a technology that is quite unique onto NIO, and NIO has been deploying this technology since the year 2018. Since that year to date, NIO has deployed over 3,400 battery swapping stations in China, and they've got almost 60 battery swapping stations in Europe. This, my dear friends, something that is just so great, right? I mean, you will know that there is no EV maker out there that is deploying the kind of technology that NIO is deploying, like this one for battery swapping, which, knowing that NIO is king, I suppose it gives us the confidence that they will do very well in the future. Now, in terms of the total battery swaps that have been completed since 2018 by the NIO users, Onvo users, it is now or has surpassed 81 million swaps. And this 1 million from 80 to 81 million, it only took NIO 10 days, because as soon as you notice that from that chart, from that graph I'm showing you, it will, on the left hand side of the graph you have got, or on the y-axis you've got the number of days, and on the x-axis you've got the number of swaps completed. So you will notice there that the graph, the amount, the number of time that it took NIO to move from 80 to 81 only took 10 days, right? And that graph, notice how that graph is declining, which is good, right? Because the more this graph declines, is the faster. When the more this graph declines, the more NIO is able to complete the next million faster, which obviously it's something that is great, right? I mean, the decline is real. I mean, it's just so crazy, it's just so amazing, and hopefully we get to see things improving. Now, you will notice that um, the current rate per hour of battery swaps being completed by the users per hour, it's 5,824, which is more than the average that you would usually see, or that we've been seeing recently, of just over 4,000. This means that, look, the average has also grown, has increased. Someone said the average is almost at 100, right? At this rate, I mean, if this average it's like this for 24 hours, and we all know that it's not like this, or it cannot be like this or maintained like this, it simply means that NIO will be sitting at 139,000 battery swaps per day. But I don't think this is a true reflection, right? I mean, the average, it tells you the average at that period. But again, let's wait, let's see. We should be getting to this though, 139,000 battery swaps very soon daily, because the more NIO sells their car, the more they will be able to achieve this. What is making the NIO's battery swaps to increase on a daily basis is because of the total number of users that are buying NIO and Onvo and subscribing to battery as a service, which entails them going to these battery swapping stations to complete a battery swap. I mean, it also shows you that total battery swapping stations in China is around 3,422, which I suppose it's great. Now, like I said, battery swapping station, it's important. It's an important infrastructure to NIO, because not only do we get to see, of course, NIO users, or not only are we going to see NIO users being the one utilizing these battery swapping stations from NIO, but NIO has formed partnership with other new energy vehicle cars, which will entail those cars coming and utilize NIO's battery swapping stations, which is absolutely great, which is amazing, and I like that, right? Because the more partners, especially those that are producing also EV cars, join NIO, the better, because then the number of battery swaps on an hourly basis, on every second, it is going to increase. And like, it is for that reason that I'm telling you that we should be getting at 139 or even 150,000 battery swaps, maybe even before the end of the year. I think so, because the more NIO sells their car, the more users will want to use battery swapping. People don't realize the massive potential that lies within this battery swapping technology. I mean, NIO CEO made it clear that when you buy NIO cars, a NIO car can last you even over 10 years, right? If you are taking care of it, properly maintained, it can take you over 10 years. And the swapping services that NEO has been giving, take cognizance of the fact that NEO has been giving these free battery swaps for up to 5 years, right? The services you won't pay, but what happens after 5 years? There you go. Those that bought the NEO cars are going to start paying, which is absolutely great and amazing, and it's going to generate massive revenues for NEO. The revenues are going to be pumped so high in a way that obviously it's going to result also in the market to continue increasing valuation onto NEO. It is for that reason that I remain long and strong onto NEO, man, because I not only see where NEO is at right now, but I can see where we are headed. I mean, free battery swaps that NEO is offering, it's not just for everyone buying the NEO cars. Yes, some months they are introducing or they are launching these incentives of free battery swap service fee, but it's not every month. That is the first thing. Second thing, there are those that, of course, there are free battery swaps. It's almost coming to an end. There are those that got the free battery swaps for 3 years. There are those that got free battery swaps for 5 years. And there are those that got free battery swaps for lifetime. I think this was back in 2021. But those are few, we all know, right? Because the production capacity for 2021, it was still very low compared to where we are right now. And therefore, it means that majority of the people, at the end of the day, they are going to pay battery swapping. That is a showcase, something very interesting, and it makes me to look forward to where NEO will be at in terms of battery swapping in the future. So yeah, man, I just thought I'd quickly give you these quick updates. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. It takes me some time to make videos like this, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up so that at least you can be notified, or this video rather can be spread out all the people that want to know more about NEO. See you on the next one. That is all from me, and God bless you all.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the black. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe